Good evening, crypto degens. How you doing this fine evening? I'm doing good myself. Things are relatively quiet in the crypto world. That's actually a good thing. I think I have this feeling like things are calm. The big drop that we had was what the market needed to like chill out. I think there was just this big feeling that Bitcoin was too high and it just had to drop. I don't really think there's any particular reason for it. Just the cycle. People just expect the cycle to keep moving in the 4-year cycle. They expected Bitcoin to drop, and so it had to drop. So I like the fact that it's just kind of going up a little bit. It's going down a little bit, up a little bit, down a little bit. It's in the upper 60, lower 70 range. And our altcoins are the same. They're just going up and down a little bit here and there. This is, for me, this is a good sign. Like we haven't had more dumps since that big dump. So I'm kind of pumped. I'm definitely going to be buying more altcoins, because I'm less afraid of a big Bitcoin drop. I mean, it could drop, maybe to 50,000. Nobody knows what we'll do, but just the feeling I have is that like we got the big drop that we needed so that the market can like chill out now. And there's so many good things coming to crypto right now. And at these prices, it's just amazing. It's just an amazing opportunity right now. So let's check out the news. Yeah. So, oops, that's a little bit too soon for that window. Okay, so we got Paul Atkins here from the SEC. He's saying that tokenization has the potential to transform. Tokenization has the potential to transform our financial markets, increasing transparency and creating greater predictability. Under my leadership, the SEC is embracing innovation and working to provide clarity for market participants. This is really exciting. This is going to be great. I mean, when everything gets tokenized, I'm excited. Like I'm going to buy. You don't have the diversification by doing this, but for me, it's more comfortable. I'm going to buy like stocks on crypto. I'm going to buy stocks. If I can buy real estate, I'll probably do that too. I mean, it's just so much. It's going to be so cool when we can do that. The silent front, how the United States can seize Iranian crypto assets without firing a shot. Basically, I'm not going to read this, but they just say that their whole crypto setup in Iran is very centralized. So the U.S. could easily get in there and get their private keys. I don't know exactly how they would do that. But basically, anytime the U.S. is involved in anything now, they're always talking about getting their crypto. This is the same thing about Venezuela. So we'll see. There's a bit of nervousism about the U.S. attacking Iran. I can understand that. Bitcoin news. Michael Saylor says that banks like Citi, as they roll out Bitcoin offerings and move into Bitcoin-backed credit, the impact on the price will dwarf that of miners. Because the guy was saying basically that like the Bitcoin price has to stay above the cost of mining it or something like that. This is kind of interesting. So let's give it a listen.
Doubling down, sir, at a time when others have gotten pretty nervous about what's going on. I want to get into your business and so much more, but just speak to the way you think the price action and movement has taken place. A lot of people trying to come up with an explanation, and I'm curious what yours is.
I think the key to keep in mind is that Bitcoin is digital capital. It's going to be 2 to 4 times as volatile as traditional capital like gold or equity or real estate. It's got 2 to 4 times the performance this decade of traditional capital. It's the most useful global capital asset in the world. You can put more leverage on it. You can trade it in more ways than any other kind of capital asset. So the volatility is the bug, but the volatility is the feature. And we believe that digital capital, because it's so much more performance, is the basis for an entirely new set of financial instruments that we call digital credit.
Is there any argument to be made, though, and given that that Bitcoin has sort of done a round trip since the beginning of this administration, that we are now finally getting to some kind of price discovery moment that's fundamentally different? That in the past, Bitcoin, because it wasn't in ETFs, because it wasn't as broad-based, that there wasn't the kind of price discovery that's now available today, and maybe these prices are more realistic than what had been the case before?
Well, there's no doubt the asset is seasoning, and that's a good thing. We just had an all-time high, Andrew, 4 months ago, October 6th, I believe. So if you've got a time horizon of less than 4 years, you're not really a capital investor, you're a trader, and the traders are having a field day with the volatility, good for them. But the capital investors are looking out 4 years, and if you look at a 4-year time frame, Bitcoin is 2 to 3x the performance of the alternative capital assets, and anything built on Bitcoin over a 4-year or more time frame is going to outperform for the same reason.
So basically, yeah, he's just saying that Bitcoin outperforms everything, and it's definitely more volatile. So, in bad times, it looks much worse for him, for his company, for his business. The fact that they constantly buy Bitcoin, it looks terrible, but he says that they're fine. that unless Bitcoin goes to zero, they have absolutely no problems. And yeah, so anyways, 𝗪𝗿𝗶𝗁𝗶𝘁𝗵. The point of this is to illustrate to you that Bitcoin is not trading decoupled from tech stocks. So yeah, we've got this graph here, and basically it's just like it shows Bitcoin, it shows tech stocks, saying that whatever tech stocks are doing, Bitcoin's can do. So if the stock market crashes, Bitcoin can crash some more. That's one thing people are talking about. They're saying, well, if the stock market, crypto's been terrible, but if the stock market crashes, which it could, that could bring Bitcoin down and crypto down even further. So it's like we've got all these risks. If we're holding altcoins, we not only have the risk of Bitcoin crashing, but we also have the risk of stock market and other assets crashing, bringing Bitcoin down with it. Whatever. It's always that way. News. Why has the price of Bitcoin plummeted? Okay, so this is ABC News. Experts who spoke to 𝗵𝗶𝗶 attributed the decline in crypto prices to looming geopolitical and economic uncertainty which prompted a momentum-driven sell-off as crypto holders raced to the exits. This initial drop likely forced some leveraged buyers to sell off their positions, intensifying the downward pressure they added. I think, like I said before, I think people just wanted to sell. They felt like Bitcoin was too expensive, and we just needed to finish off the cycle. Because there's always times of uncertainty. I mean, we had COVID, the whole COVID thing, and crypto crashed right in the beginning, but then it came, roaring back. I mean, there's always times of uncertainty. Whenever the market goes down, they're always like, okay, well, this is the reason. Dude, like, we really don't need a reason. We just need to profit from it. That's all. Bitcoin ETFs pull 145 million as institutional demand steadies. Okay, so spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds attracted 145 million in fresh capital Monday, extending a tentative recovery after Friday's 371 million inflow. The consecutive gains suggest institutional demand may be stabilizing following weeks of sustained withdrawals. Bitcoin ETF still faces 318 million in net outflows. So yeah, a lot has gone out with the Bitcoin drop, but people are still buying. So interesting. It's really interesting to see how having the ETFs affects Bitcoin. It's just like before it was very volatile, but now there's like a whole lot more people in it. So it doesn't really seem like it's gotten more steady. It's just more people buying and selling. Besant says Coinbase is blocking the crypto bill because they'd rather have no legislation than one they dislike. That mirrors Coinbase's stance, with Brian Armstrong saying he'd rather have no bill than a bad bill. He adds that banks and other crypto firms are united against Coinbase. Well, I'm not sure of all the details, but we definitely have to have interest on stable coins. That has to be included in the bill. Definitely, for sure. 100%. Can't really accept it without that. Breaking. The EU is proposing a total ban on cryptocurrency transactions with Russia as part of new measures for sanctions. Do anything you can to get this war ended, man. This is horrific. It's just endless. All the people that are dying. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Trump thinks we can hit 15% economic growth under Walsh. Was it Walsh or Walsh? Stealth QE and rate cuts. Now we are talking. Trump wants to run it super hot. Yeah, let's run it hot. We need the market going. We need to go. We need to fly. We need to get the crypto market going. This Polymarket account has bet 100,000 that the U.S. will strike Iran today. Oh, I thought that I didn't read that right the first time. I thought like the odds were high that the U.S. was going to strike today. They will profit around 3.9 million if they are right. That's terrible. Like betting on war. I don't like it. I mean, some things it should just be like you can't bet on it. Things like that. You could be a millionaire in 3 to 6 months. Just think about it for a minute. You could literally move from 0 to 1 million. Lock in. Not me. I don't have enough money. Like a year ago, I was closer, but we've gone down so much. I mean, closer to the possibility, but we've gone down so much. It's just not possible. It's not possible. I would have to have a lot more capital. into them. If you've got, I mean, basically, the best I'm hoping for is like a 10x within the next few years. If you got 100,000, then if you got 100,000 right now in crypto, then it's possible. If you're in the coin, you know, if you're not in Bitcoin, if you're in some of the good altcoins, then I think there's a chance because they've gone down so much. Simon Dedick says, good morning to everyone who refuses to stop believing in fundamental, strong altcoins. Our time will come. Yes, that's me. I actually believe in them more than I do Bitcoin. Solana, Chainlink, AVAX. I saw a person say the other day that Chainlink, the protocol was great, but the coin had no purpose. So like the value isn't going to be passed on to the coin. I hope that's not the case because I'm buying a lot of Chainlink. 𝗪𝗿𝗶𝗁𝗏, Bitcoin at 69,000 feels so cheap. We literally just saw a dump from 100,000 to 60,000 BTC in a matter of a couple of weeks. I am bullish. Rate cuts equals bull market. Yes, 100%. We got everything going in our favor right now. We got everything in our favor. We got cheap crypto, except Bitcoin. Bitcoin is okay price compared to what it was. But man, altcoins are so cheap, and we got so much good stuff coming for crypto. Man, it's gonna be crazy. Elio trades. Right now, we're all staring at the opportunity as big as Bitcoin in 2010. I don't think it's that big. It's not that big. 2010. My goodness. Holy cow. This is a moment Zoomers will look back on and realize they missed their shot at Jenny wealth and generation wealth and a good life by doom scrolling and playing Ark Raiders. The world is about to go into hyperdrive. Man, I hope you're right. I hope you are right, Elio. I could use it. This chart predicts 30,000 Bitcoin in 2026. What do you think will happen? Like I said, I feel like we've got the big drop that we were looking for. I think we can start stocking up on good coins, and maybe we need a few months. We need a few months to like settle at this price, and then people to feel like the cycle is resetted. And then when some of the stuff starts kicking in, the new Fed chairman, when they start pumping the markets, putting liquidity, putting money into the system, this could really be incredible. We could have an incredible run. But I wouldn't buy just any altcoins. I wouldn't buy a bunch of high risk altcoins. I would buy just the good ones. And then if things start going wild, then you can put some money into some small ones. Anyways, that's my 2 cents for today. Was not terribly articulate today. My apologies. Thanks for watching. Have a great, wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.